SU, I majored in business, and I had a minor in exercise and sports studies.
So my major was business, my minor was communication.
Definitely communication within the business courses. Taught me a little bit about the economy, taking economics, and my business information technology class taught me a lot about just being innovative in the technical world as well as putting that with business. So all of those three, really helped me out a lot. And believe it or not, presenting and doing different presentations and different studies on different businesses teaches you a lot that you may not think that'll be helpful in the future, but it's definitely helpful.
Well, definitely a lot of my business classes, especially the business marketing classes. I still got a couple business classes with Dr. Thompson that helped out a lot, as well as communication. And I guess the reason why for those, there's a lot of things that we did. A lot of the presentations when different businesses would come in and present to us, it might not make much sense then when we were there, but now we definitely realize what they were actually saying in those stories, and pretty much that's how business goes. It's a journey, One of the things I take away the most is learning how to communicate honestly in the business classes. Like our capstone, we had to come up with an actual business name. We had to write out a business plan. We had to go out and look at spaces for lease and get numbers on that, get inventory, and do a whole presentation on that. So that helped out a lot doing that. And even with like the professors, Dr. Seehee, Dr. Thompson that I mentioned, and Dr. Ross, we can still contact them at any time. So having that access to those people that when you need any help or you have a question about something, because that's what they do. They're business professors. So being able to have a close relationship with them and being able to reach out anytime we need something, that's definitely a big help too. So shout out to them. So the business definitely worked out for me.
Yeah, SHI International. I was doing IT sales. Did that for about 3 years. I had to sell over 1 million IT products, which was different, but it was mostly customer service, dealing with over 200 customers every day. So 3 years in the IT sales industry was good. Definitely was a good thing.
So I started the shop just pretty much about a year ago, in July of last year, right after we opened up the restaurant. About 2 weeks. 2 weeks after the restaurant opened, I opened up the shop. I've been cutting for 6 years total. I started my sophomore year of college at SU, and I got my license back in 2019. So a little over 2 years professionally, but 6 years total. Organizations, we started Empire when we were there. Established man promoting intelligence, respect, and efficacy. It was the first Black male organization there. We've actually got Organization of the Year, I think the last 2 years running. So it's still growing, and we still put our hands in when we can. We're pretty busy nowadays. We did a bunch of cookouts, a bunch of events on campus for the students and faculty, and also for the community as well. We would do ticket sales, and we had games out there, volleyball, cornhole, stuff like that. Everybody would come out, and that would be real good. And they were a fundraiser charity, like the Boys and Girls Club, and then other times we did it to raise funds for scholarship incoming students. Those what we did, and it was always sold out. And I think it was something that was very good and beneficial for the school that I never did it before. And we definitely wanted to do it because that's just, that's how we were brought up, cookouts. So
I started cooking, been cooking all my life. My whole family cooks, and I started cooking really my freshman year in college. We lived in Maybe, and I lived right across from the kitchen. So I would always go over there and make me some dinner whenever I didn't feel like going to the Commons. And then that's when it all started.
After the first cookout, the second cookout we did, which was our senior year, we had some food left over.
We started selling plates from our garage here and there.
And that's pretty much how we got started.
So, I mean, we're from down south, we're from Beaumont. So we had to make it, correlate with our roots. So of course, down south would be Cajun food. I had a couple different names starting out, like down south seafood, or just, my first business card said boiled crawfish. So of course I had to change that. But being from down south, my family's roots in Louisiana, my roots in Beaumont, bringing it up here to Austin, that just brought it all together. So down South Cajun Eats is how that was formed. Yep. So right now I'm cooking one of our newest plates. It's called the Dirty South, and it has our Cajun dirty rice, topped with grilled fish, blackened catfish, blackened shrimp, topped with our crawfish etouffee sauce.